name is Andrew Barron, and this is, well, it depends, the podcast where I address financial decisions that can't be answered by a simple yes or no. In this episode, I ask the question, how do I budget and live within my means? But before we begin, a short disclaimer. This is being recorded on April 25th, 2024. The contents of this podcast are strictly for informational purposes only, and nothing said should be taken as investment, tax, or legal advice. It's important to consult with a professional before making any financial decisions, as the strategies discussed may not be suitable for you specifically. Getting into it. How do I budget and live within my means? Well, it depends. First things first, you need to have an understanding of your income and your expenses. And this is where many people turn to budgeting. Budgeting is the art of allocating income and expenses in a predetermined fashion, which can provide a clear path. But is it always necessary? Well, it depends. While some people might thrive under a strict budget, others may find it too restrictive and suffocating and want alternatives. The crucial aspect is to understand your financial habits. Are you a spender or are you a saver? Your personal financial landscape deeply influences which financial tools are right for you. Moving on from traditional budgeting, let's explore some alternatives. One popular method is the 50-30-20 rule, where you allocate 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. While this is a form of budgeting, it's less about detail and more about broad strokes. Another method that's getting quite popular is the pay yourself first strategy, where you set aside a predetermined amount of money from saving every time you get paid, and the rest can be spent however you see fit. This strategy focuses more on the savings goal rather than tracking every little expense, which can be a breath of fresh air to some. When might traditional budgeting not be the best approach? If you have highly variable income, such as freelancers and commission-based workers, strict budgeting may be impractical. A better strategy to employ might be a percentage-based rule relative to your income. To recap, today we talked about traditional budgeting and its disciplined approach, while also exploring alternatives like the 50-30-20 rule and the pay yourself first strategy. We also touched on alternatives for those with variable income, such as setting a fixed percentage rule relative to your income. Whether you are a meticulous tracker or a big picture thinker, the important thing is sticking to a plan consistently. So, to answer the question, how do I budget and live within my means? Well, it depends.